Hey, knowledge.
What's up, brother?
You ain't live yet, is you?
Hell yeah, I'm live. I just hit the button.
Showtime in this motherfucker.
Showtime in this
Oh,
motherfucker.
it done started.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, real shit. So yeah, man. Like
How
I
y'all
feel
doing
like
out there?
yeah.
This is Knowledge Uprising. I'm Lindsay. Welcome to another open panel live. And tonight I got some brothers with me, and we about to build on some amazing shit. The main topic we gonna build on, which is the main subject matter, the hate you give, and basically just talking about the hate you give to others, how it's received and taken out, and basically transferred. And we're gonna build about a bunch of other amazing topics. Everybody, welcome to the broadcast again. This is Friday Night Live number 3. Everybody in the panel, how y'all doing? Shout out to everybody in the panel. Y'all go ahead.
What on, Joe? It's your
Hey,
boy
what's happening?
Trigger.
Yeah, this is Stephen Harris. What's happening, y'all?
Yeah, this your boy Chris Hamilton. Uh, you know what I'm saying? About to get into some real topics.
Damn right. So, what I was getting into earlier, man, was the fact that I really do not like how people can first of all, they'll say, I believe the earth is flat. I believe, what I'm saying, I don't believe we on a spinning ball. Oh, I don't believe that dragons ever existed. Just that's just an example of mine. Like, how can you open your mind to one thing that was basically totally out of the question just 5 seconds ago, but somehow you opened your motherfucking mind to accept it now. But then when somebody else say that, hey, there's a possibility that this may be real too, you just so quick to say, nah, fuck that, I don't believe that shit. Like, how? That's my whole point. Like, if you're gonna believe the earth is flat after these motherfuckers been teaching you your whole life that it's a globe, your ass should not be doubting the existence of anything once you realize that shit is out here, that motherfuckers been lying to that many people that long. You shouldn't doubt shit. Like, that's just my logic on things, bro. And I'd like to hear the rest of the panel's opinion on that shit, bro. So I'm pass the mic.
I'll tell you how I feel about things like that. First of all, I don't. I'm a type of person. I don't believe in anything, and so when I say that, I either agree with something or I disagree. And as I get more information, my views on things will change as I become more educated on a particular thing. So I am open minded to other people believing what they want to believe, whether or not I disagree with it, just because I realize the longer I live, um, that I really don't know anything.
Okay, and I can dig that because I can relate. I'm human too, so I can definitely relate. But let's take a look at you know,
Um, can
chance
I
here. Let's look at it this way.
hold on for a second
They-
before you continue?
Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to add the definition of belief: accept something as true. So basically, you're just accepting something as true. And it also says feel sure of the truth of. So that means it's a feeling, right? You're just feeling, right? Now, the synonym for it is trust. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Yep.
If you've ever had a speeding ticket or anything like that, you'll always see that the policy enforcer always says, I believe by reasonable and probable cause. That means he's feeling out the situation. Okay. He's not sure. He's actually accepting that something is true. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. If you have children, would you let a policy enforcer raise your children? No. So, therefore, I don't trust a belief.
What do you mean by a policy enforcer?
Well, that's what you would call a police agent. If
I mean,
you,
yeah, but what would you say about him raising his own family? Is he a bad guy because he's a cop and he's raising his family?
well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Okay,
that
that's all. Yeah.
the thing I'm trying to say is
But
it's
sometimes, hold on, to cut you off. Hold on,
no,
Takara.
no, no, it's all good.
but sometimes you put that influence on your kids, not even knowing to think a certain type of person is a bad person. You know, just
Oh, I
about
think
it.
I think I understand y'all drill. I
To
think I do.
Takara, go ahead, Takara.
I'm just saying a belief is not a sure fact.
Well, that is true, but one thing,
Right.
right?
one thing I would say is this, man. Back to the belief thing.
So that would mean
let's
it's
say
theoretical then. If it's not a sure fact, that means it's theoretical. That means
right.
it's highly possible. Right.
Yes, and what we need to
Right.
understand as humans, man, what we have to understand as humans is a lot of our experiences are limited. Period.
It's an agreement.
No, they're not. No, they're
Period.
not.
I'm about to prove it to you. I'm about to prove it to you.
Program is
No,
to think
knowledge.
that they are,
Let me
bro.
talk, bro. Let me talk. Real talk. Let me talk. I'm about to explain I'm about to explain my perspective on this. This is my perspective on this. The same people that tell you you're crazy for believing the earth is flat, they believe the earth is round. Why? Because somebody else told them that it was round. Now one of us in class take our ass up in space and prove the earth is round. So we don't have the factual proof to say, yes, I was taught the right shit back in elementary school. We don't have that to stand on. So it's safe to say that a lot of the things that we took in educational programs like school, they are belief systems. They believe the earth was round. They believe that the fucking weather patterns operate the way that they taught us in school. They didn't have the factual proof, bro. That's why I'm saying no matter how you look at it, we will not have factual proof unless we all do the work. If everybody on this panel,
how do we know?
I'm about to let you talk. Go ahead. It's your show, bro.
No.
My bad, bro.
I just wanted to add one thing real quick. To me,
man, this is getting good.
Hell
to
yeah.
me, a belief, like I don't believe in anything, and the reason why I say that too is because when you believe in something, I think you get emotional about it. So when I agree or disagree with something, I'm not emotionally attached to it, so I'm willing to learn and evolve to the next level. So I don't.
And that's why the definition
so I don't hold on to something too long.
And that's why the definition of belief is a feeling.
Right.
And let me tell you the importance of feelings. This is the importance of feelings because I understand that our generation have been conditioned to. Hold on, let me finish talking, please. Please let me finish talking because I've been cut off a lot and I got a lot to say, man. I'm just gonna say this, man. Our generation has been conditioned to believe that feelings should not be incorporated in lifestyles. That is totally fucking ass backwards. You've been given emotion and feeling for a reason. If you really numb your fucking system down to where you have no feelings and you don't even understand your own feelings, that is why we're in the real world we in it today. But we don't think that because we are here today and we just thinking that the shit that they telling us is what we need to listen to. Listen, man, if a motherfucker tell you don't have no feelings towards something, bro, they telling you not to care about it. Why would you live in a world full of shit that you don't care about? You're supposed to care about why the trees grow. You're supposed to care about why the damn plants is growing and why they're not growing. You're supposed to care about why certain animals go in during certain time periods of the year. It's certain shit that you just can't not incorporate feelings to. It's certain shit you just can't say, I don't want feelings towards this. Like, and to me, that's one of them. Belief is one of them. You should want to apply feeling and emotion towards anything you believe in, simply because whatever experience that comes with that belief, you're going to get the full experience out of it because you applied your emotion and feelings to it. Now, if you just believe in something and you ain't got no emotion to it, that's not even believing. So you can't believe without emotion and feeling. So that's why belief is so important, because it's actually a human superpower. You can believe some shit and will it into existence, literally.
I mean, I guess you could say a man could say, I believe I'm a woman, and get a sex change, so now he's a woman. See, I think people, when you feel a certain way, you know what I mean?
Hold
That's
up.
why
real talk. I can take it there too. You got hold up.
It's real shit, Steve.
Hold up. He just hit the nail on the head and don't even realize it. He hit the nail on the head, don't even realize it, bro. Do you guys realize that back in the days before all of these gay rights ever took place, Men were exiled and women were exiled of villages and fucking communities because of that. They thought it was an abomination or some shit. All right,
Abomination.
Right. So back then you had men who wanted to be women. They couldn't be women though, but they believed that they were women. So they carried themselves like women. They motherfucking had mannerisms like women, but they were men. And guess what? The world were treating them like women. So they didn't have the sexual organs of a woman. They didn't have the sexual organs of a woman, but they believed there was a woman to the point where the fucking world they lived in treated them just like women, dog. And that's what's happening today, bro. The gay man is getting treated like the fucking pinup model now. Nigga, like,
let me ask you a question. Has anybody ever thought that one, the parents or the parent, what do you call it, dressed up the boy in girls' clothing? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Actually enjoy it. Two, hold on. Two, there could be a dirty uncle somewhere, that, or a preacher, or what do you call it, somebody who basically touched this child to make him.
Man, you talk about possibilities. You're right. All of those are true. Every possibility you can ever think of has happened in this world. Every single one. There's not one possibility you can name right now that has not happened. So yeah, all of the ones that you name is right.
I know a possibility that hasn't happened.
What?
Them going to space. Reason being is that there's certain layers that people should know. Which one is the troposphere? Which another one is the stratosphere, another one is the mesosphere, and another one is the thermosphere and the exosphere. The thermosphere is actually so fucking hot that it can melt steel, right? So
okay, I got a question.
They haven't gone out of there.
You want to know what my question is? My question is, where in the hell in the history books did they tell you a spaceship melted for them to even know that information? Where did they ever send anything up there so much as a Coke bottle to even find out that it melts metal? How would they know that information? Really think about that for a minute, because you know the risk you would have to take. Maybe that's what they were doing when they were sending animals in space. Maybe they were testing the thermosphere. Who knows?
Yeah, I have that. I would have that same question. I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, when they were shooting monkeys in space.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what we want to believe, right? That's what we want to believe, right?
Yeah. I think they make up stuff sometimes just to keep you from going up there. If there's something, it might be easier than people think. I don't know that for sure. But like you say, they could tell you anything just to keep you. You ever see where they have like all these cows in a gated fence, and then they move the fence and the cows still stay together because they don't realize the fence isn't gone?
Yep.
And sometimes they'll tell you something just to keep you from going beyond a certain point.
And that is what is going on today, man. See, God works in mysterious ways, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody on this panel is a vessel. A lot of people don't be mindful about this. Spirits go in and out of your body every fucking day, all day. They utilize you to send messages to other people around you. You may be walking to the store getting Rellos, and you may see an old guy who's short on change or something, and something that you said did something took good for that man in his life. And you were an angel in his life at that time, and you don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we have to be mindful of these things, bro, because what he just said, bro, is exactly what the fuck is going on. Because Hillary Clinton said it on the fucking news one day. She said after she lost and she wasn't going to be president, she said we've tried for years to crack that glass ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There are certain billions of fucking cracks in there, but we still haven't cracked it all yet. But with the help of you guys, this is what this bitch is telling everybody after she done lost. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, everybody thinking this is just normal Hillary Clinton. No, she pissed off. She basically blowing the whistle on shit now. That's what the fuck she doing. She blowing the whistle on shit now because she mad as fuck. She done lost. She ain't got no reason not to fucking hold, not to motherfucking tell it all. So shit, what she did was she dropped a little Easter egg in there for motherfuckers, bro, because she know she gonna go down in history anyway at this point. So Hillary Clinton, she knows she's not gonna be president. So I mean, think about that. You know all the goddamn government secrets, and you on the news and everybody talking shit about you. You gonna say some shit that you ain't supposed to say.
Thank the creator that she did not win, because honestly, Margaret Singer is her hero, and Margaret Singer is one of the creators of the eugenics programs, and they were brought over here by Operation Paperclip to basically. But those Nazis were brought over here, Operation Paperclip, to
Operation Paperclip. Hold on.
to continue the
What's Operation Paperclip, right quick, brother?
Go check it out. It's what do you call it? It's
not heard of that.
Just give me a brief rundown.
I'll give you a brief rundown. So basically,
Operation Paperclip.
The USA Corporation, which is a foreign European corporation operating on the land known as United States of America, Major, went to Germany and got into the Nazi trouble, right? And
what year we talking?
This is 1942.
Okay.
Yeah, it was around World War II, yeah.
So in 1945, Operation Paperclip was to grab the Nazi scientists, right, and bring them to the United States. Now, the thing is that you can look up companies that are associated with the Nazis. You'll see Coca-Cola, J.P. Morgan, all these huge corporations that are now huge corporations that funded that operation so that these Nazi scientists could come here to continue their genetic testing on us.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, America is a farm, man. We live in a farm.
Earlier, bro. Genetic survival versus genetic annihilation, bro.
Hey, y'all remember in high school
Quentin, break that down for us, Quentin.
Yeah.
I want him to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Okay, well, as far as everybody goes, I mean, not just including black men, you know,
just in general, brother.
In general, it's survival versus annihilation. In order for the government and the elites or whoever you want to call it to survive, they have to annihilate you one of three ways. They have to annihilate your rights, they have to annihilate your freedom, or they have to annihilate your life. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they can survive. Because if it's flipped the other way around, we annihilate the government and everybody decide, you know what, we're not going to the stores no more. We're gonna be sovereign or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna hell. That's annihilation of the government and shit. They can't survive. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a black man goes,
you know what I think? I think it got something to do with survival, but more so greed, man. Cause just like we surviving at this bitch, we ain't rich. Them motherfuckers can swap places with us.
That greed is a possibility though.
Yeah, but see, it wouldn't be
right now.
It wouldn't be no need for greed if it wasn't a need for survival.
Okay.
Think about it, dog. Think about it. We can survive, you know what I'm saying, off of the land. We can, you know what I'm saying? It's all here for us and shit. Think about it. What do you really need to be greedy for if you didn't need money?
I mean, shit, man. Look, I just heard about a motherfucking 7-year-old that make $22 million a fucking year, bro.
See, my point exactly.
All he do is put videos of him playing with toys and shit. Like,
yeah, I saw that on the news. I saw that on the news too and shit. The motherfucker made all that money off of YouTube videos playing with toys.
And guess what? Guess what though? Ain't no black motherfucking kids getting all that goddamn money. You know why? Because what's going on right now is they planting seeds. They're making certain people rich because what's going to happen in 2020 is the shit is going to go topsy-turvy and it's going to force the economy into a fucking make or break situation where it's only going to leave two classes behind. The middle class is going to be totally demolished. And it's going to be rich and poor, bro.
Genetic annihilation, dog.
Yep.
Right. Now you guys were talking about the genetic stuff. I was thinking about, you were talking about the paperclip in 1942, and the first thing that popped in my head was Hitler at the Olympics. I think, you know, he wanted that superior Aryan race, and when Jesse Owens sat there and smoked everybody, he was like, "Damn."
Well, why do you think they the South America is the Nazi haven?
I'm gonna tell you guys like this, man. I don't believe the Nazis that exist today. Let me say something real quick, because the Nazis that exist today are not the same Nazis that existed when Hitler was alive. We need to be mindful of that. These crazy ass Nazis out here with these Nazi fucking symbols all over their bodies and shit. Those are wannabes, bro. Just like you got
Right.
today, where these motherfuckers be claiming they blood and crip, they wannabes, bro. You gotta be
Right.
so when you see these Aryan nation, these white people that are overly racist, bro, and they represent Nazi, you need to ask yourself, do they know what the fuck they really representing, bro? Because I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. You can go research some Nazi shit all you want to until you really resurface the real pictures of the Nazis and you see black people was part of the Nazis, Asians was part of the Nazis, fucking Hispanics was part of the Nazis, and the real thing that they really hiding from you is the fact that the Jewish people is the ones that we are all
Right.
motherfucking
Right.
against. And what the fuck the Nazis was really trying to do is to fucking stop them from doing what the fuck they planned on doing in America.
I
That's what
believe
the
Right.
whole. That's what Hitler's whole
Right.
plan was. So
I think
Hitler,
they're the
bro,
Nazis.
Hitler even said it, bro. Hitler said if the black man, when he no, this is what he said, word for word. He said, the moment the black male wakes up and realize who he really is, everyone will realize why I did what I did. Those are the words
Right.
Hitler said, bro.
Thank you,
Right. You
bro.
know what's
Hey,
but
hey,
you know
bro,
you know what's gonna happen
illustrated
though?
my point
Have you
perfect.
right? Have you been listening to right now? They got this race versus IQ thing. Have you heard about that?
Nah, I haven't
Where
heard
they're
that
talking
one yet.
about where they're talking
Pure
about the
foolishness.
Asian races and the white races have a higher IQ than black people,
Pure
and they're saying
foolishness.
that white people's brains are bigger than black people's brains. So even
That's
if you took a black child and he was raised by a white family, and you took a white family that was raised by a black family, the white child would still be smarter than the black child.
have
And
you
you
ever
know what? And you know
fucking
what? We should
uh,
ask ourselves this question here, man. This will be an intelligent question for our generation.
see
If you motherfuckers can figure that out in 2018, why y'all couldn't figure it out back then before y'all motherfuckers was drugging all our kids, pushing crack through all our neighborhoods, making sure our fucking families was
Free.
drugged out or going crazy.
Genetic,
Why y'all couldn't find that shit out before
Yeah,
then? You
syphilis
want to
and
know what
all
I
that
know?
shit.
Want to know
Damn.
what I know? This is what
Yeah.
the fuck I know. The motherfuckers is shrinking our fucking brains, bro, by the shit that they know we like over here. Let's say you running the country. You don't like black people, but you let them in here. You running
So
the country, and you
immunizations
know they're like
like
orange
that for
soda.
babies.
You know they like orange
Right.
soda. You know they like orange soda. So you gonna create yourself as America running your country. You gonna create the fucking number one orange soda motherfucking manufacturer, and you gonna make sure that they got some shit in they fucking drinks that's gonna affect black males and females, bro. And I'm
I
telling
want
you
you
right
to
here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm gonna
want
tell
you
you
to
right here, dog. We don't really want to know the truth. Just like they said in that fucking movie, bro. We really don't want to know the truth, dog. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if the truth if we really heard the truth and there was some shit, there was some differences in our bodies because of genetics and they just don't want us to know what those differences are, bro. If we really did figure that shit out, bro, you know, a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle it. So that brings you to the question of are they doing what needs to be done for the greater good, or are they fucking just being assholes?
they're being
they're doing what they need to do to genetically survive, dog. That's
But is
really
it
all
just for
about.
them?
that they're not
But is it
Right.
understanding
just for them?
that they're sterile. They're getting more. They're not producing at all.
That's true. That's true.
Fact,
Who's
fact.
not
You
producing?
to check out you have to check
Look
out
up the
these
stats.
this
Look up the
book.
stats for the white birth rate, bro.
There's a
Their
book
birth
that
Yeah,
rate
it's
is
getting
zero.
low.
Yeah, but you want to know what that
It's low.
is?
That's
Listen,
why they.
listen. That is not biology, homie. You want to know what that is? That's lifestyle changes. They're becoming gay.
Well, not no, no, no. A
Yes,
lot,
yes, yes.
no, 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 no.
I
Because
guarantee you, if you do
no,
statistics
a
on the
lot of
most,
them,
on the
a lot
most, on the,
of them,
how
a
Hold on,
many?
lot of
hold on. We
What's the
basically
percentage of white?
saying
What's the percentage of white?
the white pregnancy.
Listen, listen. What's the percentage of white lesbian females in the gay community? What is the percentage of how many of them women are white? I guarantee you, it's a
basically,
landslide. It's a landslide, dog.
basically, white people.
no, no, no.
I guarantee you.
Go ahead, Quinn. Break it down, Quinn. Go ahead.
I was gonna break it down to him like this, man. Listen, if you pay attention, bro, everything, damn near everything that you see as far as like these health scare commercials and these new drugs and this and that. If you took this drug, call this number and all this and that. It's always about them. Think they really aware of skin cancer. You don't worry about skin cancer. They
Who
dying
don't?
from the.
Who don't?
Oh, so you go to tanning booths?
Hell no, but that ain't the only way to get skin cancer. That ain't the only way to get skin cancer.
But it's the main way they're dying. It's the main
Man,
way
look,
they're
you
dying.
have black, bro. You got black people that work in coal mines, bro, and they got fucking fucked over by asbestos. They got fucking fucked over with all kind of cancerous goddamn chemicals because the white man knew about it. The white man knew about it, and they put the black people in there without telling them,
You
bro.
had Asian people that work in coal mines. We know this, man.
Yeah, but the Asians was down there with us, nigga.
Yeah, okay.
The Asians was down there with us, nigga. The Asians and the Mexicans was down there with us, smoking cigarettes, getting fucked up. It was the niggas, Mexicans, and Asians. The white dudes was by the truck with the hard hats, looking pretty with their fucking paperwork.
Genetic survival. Genetic survival.
They've been outsmarting us from day one. So when we think them commercials is for white people, they really for niggas. If you go through their books, most of their customers is black people.
Hold on, stop. Did you just say they've been outsmarting us since day one?
Hell yeah. What you mean?
No, bro. No.
I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how right now. I want y'all to prove to me I'm wrong. Prove to me I'm wrong. This is how I know. This is how I know I'm right.
Hey, Takara, I want you to follow up off what Trigger say. Takara.
Hold on. The thing about this is that you have to understand, okay, that it was Negroes that was messing with Negroes in the first place. Okay, the crackers basically just took advantage of us fighting amongst ourselves. Do you understand that? There's no outsmarting us.
Oh yeah, I do understand that factor, but that's not what I was headed towards. That's not my direction. I agree with you on that, but I agree with you on that, but that ain't my direction, man.
When you check out when you check out the documentary for Frances Quest Wilson, she basically states, okay, now she states that babies, okay, going back to what you were talking about, our black babies walk faster, talk faster, develop faster than any other race. Okay? They are putting shit in our food. They're putting shit in the air. They're putting shit in the water. Okay? They're programming stuff on TV. Even in the music, the harmonic tone of music is not even proper. It's 440 instead of 432. And that's harmonic to the world.
Yep.
That therefore their unrhythmic mind, okay, can compute. Okay, it's like having a race,
look,
but
man, that don't you look. I know what you're saying, man. Everything you saying is 100% right. So I'm gonna say that for the record and all the listeners. He right. He 100% right. But what you saying, bro, does not discredit what I said. Because what you're saying is, yeah, all of that is true, and they used all of that against us. That's how they outsmarted us. That's how they did it. That's how they did it.
What I was going to say too, if you take it way back, I think we were born in our ancestors come from a warmer climate. When you have white people in the cold, they had to survive differently than we had. We were more comfortable, so they had to figure out. Okay, we had to start fires. They had to figure out technologically, how to make things work for them because they were in a colder, and they developed, and their minds were different. They developed weapons. When they first found out about gunpowder is when they went to China and they saw the fireworks. And the Chinese people were like thinking, wow, this is how we celebrate. White people was like, dang, we can use that as a weapon. So their mind was always surviving, hunting, killing, whereas we were more in a comfortable climate.
You're right.
You
are 100% right.
And we were more spiritual.
You want to know something,
bro?
You want to know something?
But hey, listen, I want to say something to what Steven just said. Real quick, and then you can have it, Trigger. Dang think about it like this here, and I'm pretty sure everybody on the panel can agree with me on this one. Most black males, when they grow up, we learn how to use our dicks before we learn how to use a gun. Versus white males, when they grow up, they usually learn how to use a gun before they learn how to use their dicks.
Yep, damn right.
Ooh,
They can tell you about a gun,
that
but they can't talk about no goddamn bitch, but they can tell you about that goddamn halo.
yeah, and they have the
Right.
little kids starting off early, like you said. Keep talking.
Go ahead, preach, brother.
And
We're
see,
quitting that.
yeah,
Keep on
and
finishing. Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. I just wanted to bring that in on your point and just think about what that is. Think about what that is really like
Yeah. Right.
symbolizing
Yeah. I
in
mean,
a child's mind. Because
I
I don't know
yeah.
about y'all. When I grew up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
ain't get my first BB gun until I was like 12.
hey,
Yeah,
you
But
they're
right. But you
killers.
know
the
what?
They're
one
killers, man.
the
You want
white
to know
boys I
something?
was cool with, they had killed their first deal when they was 8.
Yeah, man. And look, that shit
But
is in their genes. Now, look, what you just said is 100,000 fucking trillion% real, and what he said was 100,000 trillion% real. Like, and what points to that fact is the traditions. Every race, different type of person has a different culture to their background. You look at an Asian person, they have a different tradition with the Asian culture. It could be Chinese, Japanese, Taekwon. I don't give a damn
Sure.
which one it is. They have a different tradition than the Europeans do, and then the Africans and Hispanics do. So when you look at all of these cultures, traditions, it tells you how they all started out. It tells you what type of climates they were living in by their nature. Like when you think about the African people and all of that, they always welcome any culture with open arms. That's why Asians always
Mm-hmm.
did business with Africans,
Right.
always did business with Africans. The freaking Hispanics always did business with Africans. You know what I'm saying? They never had problems amongst each other. It was always the freaking Indians or somebody else starting something, like, or the whites starting something, like, and the
Right.
whites is so. And we talk about blacks fighting amongst each other. Dude, they got whites that was killing other whites just because they was like African, but they were white.
Right. Right.
Hey,
My only
Trick,
problem.
Trick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Y'all ever heard of the Afrikaner Society? The Afrikaner with a K? Those are
I've
whites.
heard of it.
Those are
Yeah.
white African people. They look
Yeah,
really
they're-
white.
they're-
They are real white
right.
people.
That's
All
because
right, you know what I'm saying?
they were Dutch.
So-
They were
so
Dutch.
Trigger-
and
so
They
came
were
over-
yes,
from the
they were
Netherlands. From the Netherlands
they're
and stuff. Yeah.
no, they were
known as Afrikaans.
Right.
Yeah,
That's like
man,
the
they were-
Netherlands or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
when you
like-
said,
just
so when
like-
you said,
Continue. Just like the people in Connecticut that came here in the 1600s, okay, that were shipped
Yeah.
over here, they were creating a convict. This was a convict prison colony for the
Exactly.
European.
exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
Spain-
And it wasn't just for the
Spain-
Europeans either. It wasn't just for the Europeans. It was for the Africans
They
too.
were.
But they don't want to tell us
Yeah,
that.
but hold
They
on.
don't want to tell us that. No, they don't want to tell us that. They don't want to tell us
But
that our own people put our
the
asses
thing-
over here. They don't want to tell
But
us
the thing
that.
is, you have to go back farther, man. You have to go back farther. 1492, right?
Right. Columbus.
Columbus came over here, but in 1493, Spain and Portugal decided to split up the world amongst themselves, and it's called the Treaty of
Versailles.
Versailles. We are the
Versailles,
world.
yeah. Treaty of Versailles.
Okay, so the thing is that they started shipping over their prisoners.
Yeah,
Okay.
To work.
Right.
Just like
To work.
what the fuck America doing to the US Army soldiers in motherfucking Kuwait, Afghanistan, Iran, all them contractor jobs over there, same shit.
Yeah, but like I said, the Dutch, the English, the French, the Spanish.
Yeah, man.
You can look it on in history. They're all one and the same people.
And also,
Yeah,
what
but-
had happened with the blacks too is remember even the Arabs had a shot at us. We were a more peaceful group of people. We've just gotten over the years. We've gotten goofy, but back in the day, I mean, people came over there and was fighting, and we were just like, okay, cool, whatever.
No,
you know
look.
what I mean?
Yeah, we were always goofy, bro. That was our strength. We were the first goofy people in the world. because we were so happy. We were so peaceful. We understood emotions that other people couldn't reach. They didn't understand us. We were different, totally different. We were the weirdos of the world because we were at a higher conscious level. We did not have these type of emotions back then, bro. When you was mad, they looked at you like you was sick, nigga.
Yeah,
when
but
you
you
got
know what?
mad out there, out there around them, they looked at you like you was sick and treated you like you were sick. You need some water? Oh, we're gonna have to start a ritual for such and such. We're gonna make sure he's happy today. The whole village.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, we were warriors, bro. I
Yeah,
come
bro.
from.
We were warriors, but we were warriors of a different cloth, bro. We wasn't offensive warriors. We were defensive warriors. We defended animals, dude. Like we actually defended animals from other animals. We stopped crime. We were Batman for the fucking animal kingdom, bro.
Right, but we were warriors amongst each other. But I think when other groups came in, it was like everybody had a shot at Africa, whether you were the Arabs, the Greeks.
I'm gonna tell you our real downfall.
English.
Our real downfall is what you already spoke about, is our nature to compete against one another.
Right.
That was our downfall. And what happened was the outsiders saw that from the outside and they used it against us. When they saw that we were competitive against each other, they said, oh shit, that's our way in. We have to figure out how to divide them because they already won. They all look the same. They're all one. So they have their differences, but they're all on the same piece of land. If I fuck up and I do the wrong shit, I'm outnumbered instantly. I have to figure out a way to divide all of these different cultures and different freaking, different types of people that's out here. So that's what they did, bro. They used our competitive spirit against us, man.
Right. And now we don't even know our history.
Yeah, because we allowed their ass to rewrite this shit in Great Britain.
Right. And even now with the Arabs, even if you go to Egypt, they're whitening that down. You know what I mean? Like they're changing
I never understood
they've been doing that for years.
I'm young as hell, man. I'm like 28 years old. I still look at myself like I'm young. Cause nigga, I'm young. Like I know motherfuckers that
no, you're young. You're young.
My nigga, I take calls at work and I worked the lady's account that was 99 years old. Literally, like 3 days ago. This lady's up and breathing like it ain't nothing. Like she 99. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, I'm young as fuck. Hold up. So I look at shit a little different because I remember when I was growing up and there's certain shit about the world I didn't understand. And that shit stuck with me. And I'm still figuring out shit that I still don't understand to this day. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things was the fact that when we read our history books, they taught us about how we had to deal with racism. We had to deal with all this hate in our history. We had to deal with all this murder and crime in our history. But then y'all let certain people rewrite our history, but y'all ain't even making sure the shit right. Oh, y'all can't make sure it's right because the only motherfuckers that can check this shit to make sure it's right is the same motherfuckers that's putting it out here. Oh, now that shit hit a light bulb in my head. So I'm like, holy shit. Y'all motherfuckers really did outsmart our ass from day one. I really felt stupid when I realized the shit. Nigga, like goosebumps hit every nerve in my body because I realized, nigga, I've been played, like hella played. Like it's not like, oh, you got played by a bitch or nothing. Nigga, you got played by your whole life. Your whole life is played, dog. Like you was taught some shit that ain't real, and you actually believed it from like you took that shit and ran with it like it was really real, bro. Like if that don't make a motherfucker wake up and want to look at the world different, I don't know what the fuck will, bro. Like nowadays, you gotta realize, bro, if you really hit rewind and go back 20 years and you talk about men turning into women and women turning into men, motherfucker look at you like that should have never happened. But look at us today. Look at us today, motherfuckers. All you need is a couple thousand, nigga. You'll get your dick turned into a pussy, dog. Like what? Nigga, please, nigga. This world is crazy, bro. They cloning niggas out here, bro. This shit's so scary, nigga. This shit's so scary, nigga. You gotta watch who the fuck you following if you following famous people, because these motherfuckers getting killed and cloned.
Mm-hmm.
And you think it's fake because people gonna put it out there like it may be fake. So you're gonna automatically say, I'm never gonna believe that shit until I see it.
They've been cloning people from America. And that's America.
Man, yeah, man. Like the logic of America is we don't believe shit until we see it. We don't believe it till we see it, and that's our downfall, bro. That's our fucking downfall. That's why people don't believe in astrology. That's why people know you know what I believe? I think people do believe in it, but they don't want to believe in it. If I said that correctly, I think that's what it is when it comes to astrology. Cause, bruh, like I still talk about it to this day because, when you go do your research on astrology and you go do your own research, see the thing about astrology is only way you're gonna really understand it is if you utilize yourself. Utilize yourself. You have to put in your information about yourself to really understand astrology. And when you realize that it's a fucking calculator to this shit or a method of figuring out, you know, logistics and statistics about personalities and characteristics of people and habits, when you figure out that there's a math problem that can figure that out, you have to look at the world you live in a lot different. Like, nigga, what the fuck is this? Who did create this? You gotta think about shit like that when you really start wanting to figure out what the fuck happened on day one. Because, you know, if you really want to ask me, I do believe we living inside something. To be honest, see, I go to the flat Earth, but I go past the flat Earth. Like, I go past flat Earth. A lot of people go on flat Earth and they think like that's it. Like they drop the mic, like, nigga, the Earth flat. That's it. I won. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, it's deeper than that. Like the Earth is flat, it's not round. But then you got to ask yourself, what is the Earth inside of? Or what is the Earth on top of? Or what is the Earth next to? Or what is the Earth below? You got to ask yourself these questions. That's when you really start waking up that other conscious level. And what I'm trying to say in so many words is, we may never experience the change in our lifetime, but as a collective, the fact that you've had those thoughts and actually experienced through them, lived through those thoughts, if you understand what I'm saying, when you live through having those thoughts, bro, that shit is like copying down in your DNA. To whereas you may fuck around and have a grandchild or a great grandchild that have those fucking connections with the world where they have those superpowers, bro, that you was trying to tap into. You know what I'm saying? Because when you really understand reincarnation, you would think about whether or not you've been a part of the same family tree your whole life or not. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. I agree with you. Think about the fact that maybe your family members never ever change, no matter what lifetime you in. Think about that. Think about the fact that maybe, you know what I'm saying, that's the number one reason why you can never remember whether or not you've lived or not. You can never remember your past life, but you know there is a past life and a forward life. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a reason why everything is the way it is. You don't remember your past life because you will remember that you were the same person you are now. So every time you do go away and you get reborn, you'll still get reborn through the same mother and you'll still look the same with the same father. But the whole dynamic of your life and living will be different. So y'all may look different in that type of realm or world y'all in. So if y'all graduate and let's say as a family, everybody graduated and they spiritually went to the next realm or above or below, however this system go. I ain't figured that out yet, so I ain't gonna speak on it. But I know it's a graduation involved with spiritualism. That's why there's a redo effect. When you don't get it perfected and down packed, you got to come back here to complete your work. And when you don't complete your work, you come back. And when you do complete your work, you don't come back. You know what I'm saying? That's what the ancients was trying to tell us in so many words. But the reason why we don't have enough breadcrumbs to get the picture and clarity is because it takes so much fucking time to figure it out. As a human, you don't get no book that says, hey, this is your world, this is how you got here, this is what it is, this is it. No, as a human, it didn't work that way, because when God created humans, he didn't create humans and sit here next to them, supervising them for their whole existence. He's supervising us, and you can't see him because you're inside of him. That makes a whole lot more sense. But we don't realize that, bro. Like, we can't realize it. And that's the hardest part about waking people up, because it sounds so far-fetched to them because of how the desensitization works. It works by flooding your brain with images and telling you that all of these images I showed you are fake. Then they flood your brain again with images and tell you all these images are real. And then they tell you to go out there and live.
So
you don't have time to go back and look through all them motherfucking images and videos that you done soaked up as a child and decipher which one is bullshit or not. All you have is your gut instinct, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Everybody on the panel know when you was told you was living on a spinning ball, nigga, you laughed in the inside, like, nigga, I don't believe that shit. You know you laughed at your teacher, like, nigga, y'all full of shit, like, cause you walked outside your house, got on a school bus, and the motherfucking world won't spin it, nigga. But you had to download that piece of knowledge and actually accept that shit to pass that grade, bro. So that's another problem I have with the shit. You know, you break people conscious down by force when you grade them and you tell them this guy's smarter than this guy because this guy accepted this knowledge and this guy just can't understand why this knowledge is real or not.
When I was growing up, I basically had something in my mind that told me this is all bullshit.
You did, didn't you?
I was questioning everything.
I told you, yeah, because it's natural. It's natural, bro.
And I found out a lot of stuff, like through doing some research and stuff like that. Nobody can tell. Nobody. I'd be like, I'll write it down and then I'll check it out for myself. But I don't believe shit that comes out of any of those motherfuckers. No.
Yeah, I was the same way. I was the same way when I was younger. I didn't believe anything either. Even I remember back in the. I'm a little older than you guys, so back in the day when someone asked me if I thought the Earth was spinning, I was like, no. And the person that asked me the question didn't believe it anyway, but we just kept it to ourselves. I mean, anybody, you can sit there and take the information to pass a test and not believe it. And that's pretty much what we did. I never believed the sun was 93 million miles away.
That shit is hilarious, bro. And you know what's crazy, man? What the craziest part about it is they knew that your brain would be vulnerable enough to just accept it and you wouldn't have no backlash. So they get these ditzy people in here to teach you this shit because they know, shit, feed that rotten meat to the lion. The lion can't really do shit at this point. They're too young. But let them wait till you 13 and tell you that shit. They have a lot of problems in the educational system, bro. A lot of problems. That's why they have to teach you that shit in elementary school. They gotta teach it to you in elementary school, because if they don't, you're gonna be too smart for them to even get through to even try to put that bullshit in your brain, bro. That's the real truth.
Yeah, and it's kind of like brainwashing, right? It's funny. I'm with the PTA, right? And we do the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, I'll be 50 next year, so I haven't did the Pledge of Allegiance in years, but I never forget it, right? Because as a child, it was beaten into you so much that even if you don't do it for 20 years or 30 years or 40 years, you'll still remember it.
That's true.
And that's how things are. Like, yeah, they just beat it into you too. It's like just second nature.
You guys want to know what I really truly believe what our beginning was? What looked like? I believe our beginning looked at like four corners on a big ass plain, a flat piece of fucking plain land. And around that land is a lot of fucking water. All right. And I believe it was four corners, man. And I believe we, as people, we started off living on these separate four corners and we all looked at different, but we looked at the same at the same time. And I think what happened was we all figured out a way to get to the center of that motherfucker. And when that happened, that's when all of us started meshing and all that shit. That's what I really believe, man. Like, I really think that's what the fuck happened, man. Like,
all right, where do these corners end?
They don't.
So it's an infinite plane, just goes on for
Yep. Ever. Until you reach some more water. It's water. It's so basically what I'm saying is we were on islands. The four corners are islands. There's four islands that we started off on, man. That's what I believe.
And so then, and I'm just kidding. So then what is it? What's above? Is it a dome or what do you think?
At this point, I don't believe in no dome, man. I believe, to be honest, the reason why people think it's a dome is because there's a fucking invisible ceiling. And the only way you're gonna have an invisible ceiling is if that's elemental. And the only way that's gonna be elemental is if that shit was put here and by design.
All
It's
right.
almost like
So how far can you go then, in your opinion, like in the sky, like or whatever? How far does that go?
I really wouldn't know. I ain't took my ass up there and don't plan on it, to be honest.
Okay. No,
I'm
I'm
not
just
dumb
curious.
enough
I'm
to
just trying to.
try it. I'm really
Yeah,
not
yeah,
dumb
yeah, yeah,
enough
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
try it, to be honest. I'm
Right.
not dumb enough to try that shit because they already inviting
Yeah.
motherfuckers to go live on Mars, and
Yeah.
they ain't coming back.
That's not gonna happen. I think because
They
I
ain't coming
don't
back.
think we live on a spinning ball either. I know. Yeah.
Um,
That's
I
called
have
population
I have an
control.
idea. I have something for you guys. Anybody have a microwave?
Yep,
Yeah.
everybody
You know
has
what?
a microwave.
I don't use.
Have you ever put meat in the microwave?
Yeah.
Okay, you see what it does to meat, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. Have you ever put any metal in the microwave?
Oh,
Yep.
that shit will spark. You messed that can blow something up.
It
Spark
it
like hell.
blows up. It blows
Now,
up.
now the thing is that they said that on the
Like tinfoil.
exosphere there is a belt called the Van Allen belt.
Yep.
Right.
And
Right.
they've been
Yep.
there. They've been there since day
Radiation belt.
one. They've
So
been there.
I'm gonna take meat and put a fork in a microwave and basically turn it on. What do you think is gonna happen? That meat's gonna cook, and that there's gonna be tons of sparks.
Right.
Guaranteed, nobody has left this freaking place at all.
Yeah. Yeah. They try to tell you some bullshit story about, but what is it? It had some special coating or something on the ship. Yeah. I don't know how people believe the moon landing. That's something I never believed.
I'm gonna tell
uh,
you how they believe the moon landing, and this is gonna be really simple, man. Like it's really simple, but it's hard to believe at the same time. But it's really the truth. The reason why they believe it, bro, is because it was on TV. Simple as that. And I'm gonna tell you why. When the TV was first invented, that shit was like witchcraft to the whole world. You gotta realize how impactful the television was back in them days.
mhm.
Bro, they prided themselves on that TV, bro. When you fucked with anybody TV back when TVs first got invented and released in the public, bro, nigga, you couldn't touch a motherfucker's TV. They will kill you over their TV. Nowadays, they leave that shit on the corner, nigga. They got 4, 5 TVs. It ain't shit nowadays. I'm telling you. So when they put that shit, when they said I landed on the moon, and they had a video of them so-called landing on the moon on the television set, my nigga, that's why people believe this shit. Just like when you watch a football game, you believe that they playing raw football. And what I mean by raw football is actual authentic football, where you got to make each play by play, and then you play by play. Nowadays, the whole fucking game is rehearsed. I bet niggas didn't know that. Your favorite
Yeah, I've
NFL
heard
player,
that. I've
your
heard that
favorite
before.
NFL player is
WWE.
playing routes. Your favorite NFL player is playing routes, which are similar to dance moves. All right. Similar to dance moves, but it's totally different. But it's just like practicing routes, just like you had practicing at high school football, bro. And they give you these motherfucking routes to run, dog. And when they run these routes, they tell you when they play this game, these are the routes we playing through the whole game. How you think the coaches know that? We gonna play these routes through the whole game. I need y'all to remember these routes right here. We got 300 routes, but I need y'all to remember these 15 right here. These the ones we gonna use during this whole game against the Buccaneers. And that's what the fuck they do, bro. It's all staged, dog. Like that's why they got so mad at Tom Brady, bro. Because Tom Brady got caught doing some shit he shouldn't have got caught doing. That's what happened. And they still had to keep the show going because it was too much money on the line. That's the real story of the Tom Brady blowing up the football story, bro. That's really what the fuck happened. I mean, think about it. Did y'all know that the owner of the motherfucking NFL is also I think the owner of the NFL is the owner of the fucking Patriots too?
Say that again.
Isn't it something like the owner of the NFL also the owner of the Patriots or a part owner of the Patriots or some crazy shit like that? I heard that recently, man.
I didn't hear that. I know the guy Robert Kraft is owns the Patriots, but I don't know if he um
Yeah, Robert
I'm not sure
Kraft.
who.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I think he's part owner or he's president of the NFL, some crazy shit like that, man. I don't know, man, but it's some real crazy, grimy shit that people like us wouldn't even know about because we too glorified with the football games and the football team and players and shit. We don't realize that the shit is all staged, dog, just like the WWF match. Like when I figured out that the wrestling was fake, I looked at it totally different. I couldn't even stand it on my TV anymore. I really couldn't. As a little kid, I
Yeah,
really got mad with wrestling, like in my lifetime, bro, because I thought it was
yeah.
real raw wrestling. And then when I got that little bug in my ear, like saying the fucking floor is a trampoline, bro, I started watching this shit different, and I started looking at this shit like these motherfuckers is playing.
They
Like
once
they
you
really
Yeah.
bring
playing games, nigga. Like these niggas is playing everybody. All these motherfuckers out
once
here cheering. What y'all cheering for?
once you bring gambling into it, it's not real anymore.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting knowledge there because I know that's true. Now that I think about it, because that's true with anything. But that brings you to the horse racing and the boxing matches and shit like that too, man.
All
When
state.
you think about when you think about shit like that, like why is Floyd Mayweather so rich then? I guess he's so rich because he made so many people that tried to stage all his matches. He made they last lose their motherfucking money. I guess that's all he did. He just made everybody lose their money. Because I mean, I'm thinking to myself like, why would anybody be trying to, rig the game in Floyd Mayweather's favor? Why? Why him? Why would the whole entire boxing federation rig the goddamn, the whole system for this dude to even make all the money he making
You know
and to
what?
have the record he got?
Well, I don't think initially starts off like that. I think that the kid's dad was a fighter and he had some talent, and then eventually, because he's too stupid. I mean, I don't want to say he's too stupid. He's rich, but I'm just saying he's not. I don't know if he was marketable. Like Mike Tyson was marketable. You got a big heavyweight dude who just hitting people. I don't know
Oh,
if
Floyd Mayweather
Mayweather was
was
marketable. Like,
Look, Floyd
but
Mayweather
yeah,
was definitely marketable because of his intelligence. Mayweather made motherfuckers really believe he can't read. That's why he's marketable because he lied to the entire world. He got motherfuckers to this day believing he can't read, and motherfuckers are
but
really that stupid to believe it,
right.
dog.
But
So in
in
order
his
for
last
him,
few,
so what he did was he took in control like Eminem did. He took in control of what motherfuckers had negative to say about him by putting something out there that's negative about him that he put out there for motherfuckers to know. Cause I mean, think about it. If you really couldn't motherfucking read, bro, like you think motherfuckers wouldn't know that from day one?
right. No, but I think you have to align yourself with the right people too that run things, right? Like if you talk like Eminem, for example, right? You have this white boy that can rap. So and then he hooks up with Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's hooked up with Interscope. One of the guys that founded Interscope was a Jewish guy whose mom used to own some growth. Like there's a whole connection of people. And if everybody's getting a piece of the action from you, and if everybody can make money off of you, then they're gonna push you harder. It's just like Prince is one of my all-time favorite artists, right? But Prince played every instrument. He sung every background. You're not gonna make money off him like you would if like Madonna was singing, right? Because Madonna's giving a people a piece of her action where Prince was like, no, I'm a slave. I'm holding on to my shit. This, that, whatever. You couldn't even until Prince died, you couldn't even go on YouTube and see his shit. You know what I mean? Prince was like, so people like the more money somebody can make off you, the more they're gonna push you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I think so everybody has to get a piece of the action and get paid. And I think that's why, like, because I used to say, man, Prince, man, he came out with some pretty good albums, but he was coming out with a lot of stuff. And like I said, like Michael Jackson, when he was hot, people were getting paid. Once he started waking up a little bit and doing different things, they were like, oh, he got to go. Because like if you look at Dr. Dre, he hooked up with the right people, got the headphones hooked up with Apple, and then became like, super rich quick.
Man, I think the
So
way
they
this celebrity
do it
shit
like
work,
that.
the
Yeah,
way
so I
this
think
Illuminati shit work, man, is how
right,
I think the way it work is their payout is after you die. So all the money they put into you to be a celebrity, all the money they give you to give you this lavish life and make you rich, all this money they try to get back after you die. So they basically try to be in control of when you die so that they get their highest payout. So if they kill like a rapper that's been the highest top selling rapper ever in history, if anybody's in control of that rapper, they're in control of his payout after he die too. We got to be mindful of that because these rappers ain't smart enough to have the rights to their music. So these motherfuckers who are in control of people like Prince and Michael Jackson, they in control of their death. Why you think
right,
they was
yeah,
investigating the doctor who? Why you think they was investigating the doctor so heavy?
Another thing too, you have to think
yeah,
about the insurance.
right. With
When
like
you
I
sign
like
a
with the Suge
contract,
Knight,
somebody reads
like I
a
think
small
Suge Knight
print.
might have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said when somebody signs a
Well, I was gonna
contract,
say
nobody reads the small print, so you never know that
right,
they're actually signing an insurance policy as well.
right. Yeah, with the
It's
rap
not
thing,
even that.
I'm not sure about the rap game though. Like with the Michael Jackson thing, I understand. With the rap, like rap is so fickle. You know what I mean? You come up with a couple, like there's no loyalty. Rap fans don't even follow rappers long. You know what I mean? Like I think
But
them
that's
cats.
because of the game done changed, man. Look, they are all exactly like Michael Jackson. And I'm gonna tell you why, man. Michael Jackson was a rock star when he was out and he was hottest shit ever walking on the planet. But the thing that was hot back then wasn't rap, it was R&B. It was singing to women. So that's why he was the hottest shit. He was the rock star. It wasn't nothing hotter than Michael fucking Jackson, bro. Nothing, nothing, dog. So, and he was a singer. So nowadays, the game done changed. People don't want to hear singing as much as they want to hear rapping. They want to hear it equally. So now you got both genres of music holding the most celebrities and the most rock stars of our time. So the dynamics have changed. So all the fans that are fans of rappers, the reason why they're not lasting long and not going to their shows like with loyalty and shit is because for one, economy too fucking high. Y'all charge too much to fucking come see y'all motherfuckers rap the same shit. Number two, you know what I'm saying? It's too many rappers out here. Everybody like a lot of shit. Period. Like I don't just like two rappers. I like 15 of them motherfuckers. Like so, I can't go see all of them. And another thing is, a lot of people
Mhm.
don't have the time to go to a concert. They'd rather just get your shit, listen to it in the car, roll up and smoke to it. They don't want to go out and fucking stand up for hours, like listening to it and seeing a motherfucker. Like they just don't have the
Right,
time out
but
their day to
nobody's
do it.
nobody's buying it. But nobody's really paying for it to be the right way. You go to with a SoundCloud and just listen to it, or
Hell yeah. But you know what though? These artists is so damn smart. And Tidal is so smart. They're not even you don't even gotta buy their music no more. They get paid off of streams. They get paid off you listening to their shit now. That's what Spotify is. Spotify
like
counts every
yeah,
time.
I don't know
Spotify
how
counts
SoundCloud
every
makes it,
time
but
you play
the
a
title got
song.
the
Do you know Spotify counts every time you play a certain song, and every time you play that song, that artist gets fucking a certain percentage of fucking money? Because Spotify is getting money every
right,
time you play that song.
right. But their stuff is free though, right?
Yeah, it's free to listen to it, but it's not free to have. You can't have it without having Spotify. You can't try downloading something off
Oh, I'm
Spotify.
sorry, not Spotify. I mean SoundCloud. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, try downloading something off SoundCloud. It's pretty hard. You can do it, but it's pretty hard. I do it, but it's pretty hard. It's
Oh,
not an
okay.
app out there. It's not easy for you to do. That lets you know something. These fucking companies are getting smart about music because they cracking down on shit, and these artists are getting paid a lot more money than they used to get paid,
Right.
and we're not aware of it because they're getting paid off of
Because
something that doesn't involve our pockets.
because they had the one guy. What's the guy? There was a group called Creed Clearance. I can't remember the name. Creed Revival. It was a group from the old days. And the guy was tweeting how he had 1 million plays and only made 8 cents.
Off of Spotify.
Anybody
Uh,
wants to get in the game and artists
Spotify.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that, I think they should read This Business of Music. It is the music Bible. Okay, it
Oh,
is.
that the Alan Passman.
It is the
Man,
one
look,
for the
this
beyond.
how I feel about it. I say we make our own damn music fucking record company, our own goddamn music industry. This is motherfucking America, man.
When it comes down to it, you got to read your contracts. You got to read
Fuck
your
that. Let's start our own shit. Why we can't
Can you
start
do
our
it?
own damn record? Why we can't start our own music industry?
Right. That's like
Fuck a
Chance the
music,
Rapper,
fuck a
right?
record company. Fuck a record company. Let's start our own music industry from fucking ground up. And guess what? We had the most purest music industry, and over time, we'll overtake this demonic shit that's going on out here. We still have our rap, we still have our trap music, we still have our shit to ride out to and smoke to, but we'll be a different type of fucking machine than the fucking music industry that's out now. Got motherfuckers doing shit they shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? Got these blackmailing these
Right.
motherfucking good ass people out here that's trying to feed their family and shit, bro. Like the music industry is grimy. They blackmailing women, dog, and you don't even see it. Like you can't see it because these motherfucking women be singing about this shit, and that shit slipped beneath the radar because we just assume they singing about a fucking partner. No, they talking about they goddamn manager, nigga. They manager goddamn doing all of this shit to them. And they feel like they obligated to do it because they family, they supporting their family. You understand something, bro? This shit is whole demonic, bro. It's a total new game out here, bro. Like these motherfuckers, if you in the music industry and you a man and you making a lot of money, you better be proud to say you a fucking man and you ain't fuck no damn man and you ain't suck no dick, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga, because these niggas out here blackmailing niggas and telling them nigga you ain't gonna be able to feed your family. I'm gonna cut your motherfucking money off. Your mama need that surgery, or your daddy need this, or your sister need whatever it is. Cause you tell your record label every damn thing when they done helped your ass make $1 million. They know
Right.
all your business. They know
Well,
all your business.
there
You
was
know
a
what I'm saying?
record executive with Def Jam or something earlier this year killed themselves because somebody had video on.
Say that again.
I can't remember the cat's name though. The record executive, I think it was with Def Jam or something,
Oh,
that
I know
ended
who
up
you're
killed.
talking about. I know who
He
you're
killed
talking about.
himself
Yeah.
because they had a video of him doing something. They wouldn't say, but I guess he was whatever it was. He was too ashamed of it because it was like, man, I got a wife and daughter. He ended up killing himself.
Talking about Stewart.
Was that the cat's name? I can't remember the cat's name, but it could have been
Maybe it
Stewart.
was Stewart. Some crazy shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had some. That's why, yeah, you can't do things you don't want to do, or you better watch what you do because you don't know who's videotaping shit. You know.
It was a camera, a videotape.
Yeah, they had some video on the cat, and so whatever happened, they were trying to use it, I guess, for blackmail. He ended up killing himself.
Shit. That's some stupid ass shit to do, man. Look, man. I mean, I ain't gonna front, man. Everybody gets depressed, bro. Like, look, niggas get depressed, women get depressed. You sit up here and act like you don't get depressed. You just asking to get depressed. Because every time you say, I'll never do this, I'll never want to do this, I don't want to do this, and you just put that energy out there, your universe is called karma. Your universe is gonna put it out there for you to have to do that. You may deal with it behind closed doors, nigga, but your ass gonna have to deal with depression if you talk down about people who get depressed. That's why I don't talk down to motherfucker about it, bro. That's why I just tell them, look, nigga, everybody get depressed. Just don't be out here killing yourself, man. Don't do it, man.
Right.
It ain't worth it, man. Just try to be a better person, bro, and separate yourself from people who want to see you suffer. Because when motherfuckers try to blackmail you, bro, they want to see you suffer. That's demonic energy. Brings us back to square one. How to deal with demonic energy.
But I would also say too, don't do anything that you would regret or be ashamed if it was brought out to light.
Man, look, you will never ever not be able to do that living life, because life is all about experiences. One thing about knowing something about life is nowadays you might not want to do it, but later on in life, if a doctor told you you only got 10, 12 years to live, a lot of shit you say you ain't gonna do, you gonna do. Just to say you experienced it in fucking life. Oh, I ain't never jumped off no airplane before. I told myself I'd never fucking do it, but I'm gonna do it now because I only got 10 years to live now.
But see, but at that point you don't care, right? But if you're doing something like, I got something like,
oh, I see what you're saying, because he had a family and shit. So he did
Yeah,
some
dude.
foul shit while he had a family and while he had kids. See, it's different. That's a different
Right.
situation. But I'm thinking, oh, he got a family and kids, so now this motherfucker from his past want to bring some dirt out on him, like before he even had his
Right,
family and his
right,
kid. Like that's totally dirty. Like nigga, don't do no wild ass shit like that.
right.
Like shit, there's plenty shit, motherfucker, you can bring out on niggas that done did some crazy shit back when they was what 17 or 18, motherfucker. Who the fuck cares, nigga? Like that's what
Like people
that's the
get their
problem.
like people get it.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm gonna say like people got like what was the cat with Young Buck? It was the cat with G Unit, and they had a tape of him talking to some trans gal or something, right? And
Yeah,
he,
that was Young Buck, yeah.
yeah. And I was like, man, if that's you, that's what you like to do. If not, but when you got people on the phone, or just like our brother, the basketball player, oh shit, what's our cat's name? The basketball player,
Dwight Howard. Dwight
yeah,
Howard.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
still
yeah.
can't believe that, bro. I feel like I'm in the
You know,
Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
shit wild. I said the same thing.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone for real.
You know what I mean? And I'm at a point now because everybody got a cell phone. It's like if somebody gonna be talking stuff on the phone and trying to,
Yo,
either he should have been like he
fill
should
me in. I'm in
I
Canada.
think he trolling, bro. I don't think that's real, bro. I think he trolling, bro.
denying something or should have been saying shit.
Fill me in. I'm in Canada, man. I don't have a TV anymore. So.
Yeah, tell him about Dwight Howard. What happened with Dwight Howard?
Man, like I said, that motherfucker lying, bro. He trolling motherfuckers, bro. He ain't no tranny dog.
Okay, yeah, Dwight Howard, a basketball player, some cross dresser or a gay person, recorded him on the phone. I guess said he was his ex boyfriend, and Dwight's
Recording him on the
trying to.
phone. So he called the motherfucker, or that motherfucker called him?
Yeah, and he was like, I guess she got mad, and she was saying something like, she was mad at Dwight Howard saying, "You be at parties, fucking everybody raw, and shit, and all kinds of shit."
What?
And Dwight's like,
Man, that's a clout
yeah,
chaser, dog. Look, man, that's a clout chaser, dog. That shit ain't real, bro. Man, that shit ain't real,
a
bro.
lot
I
of
don't
people,
believe
a
that
lot of
shit.
people think it is. Knowledge, what do you think?
Man, look, man, if a motherfucker came out and told somebody on World Star Hip Hop that they know you and told a motherfucker that you did some shit that you ain't did, the whole world gonna believe they ass over you. Does that make it true?
It's just like Young Buck,
That don't
man.
make it true, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. Like
It don't make it true. But
it
now,
don't.
when one subject get caught and engaging in converse to defuse it as if you know the person you're talking to, it becomes a totally different situation. There shouldn't be no speculation. Because why is you telling your home?
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? I mean, you never know what their relationship was like. He might have just helped the motherfucker out get a spare tire one time, and the motherfucker just chose to goddamn pick his ass to pick with just because he a tranny.
Hey,
it's a lot of reasons why, bro. Like, look, man, look, you can't speculate on people's life, bro, and make judgment. That's all I'm saying, bro. You gotta watch out because nigga, you're inviting demonic energy, bro. Like that's karma,
but you know
dog.
what?
Karmic energy, bro.
I know what
is, bro. Right. But with Dwight Howard, there's a video of Dwight Howard grabbing somebody's cock too. One of his players, he was on the sideline.
No. Maybe he wasn't grabbing his cock, and I seen that video.
Man, look, I don't know. I don't give a fuck if he gay or not, bro. Like to be honest, bro. All I'm saying is, I don't want people to get into the rat race of trying to help people cast judgment on people, bro. Because all it's doing is reversing. It's reversing a motherfucking karmic energy on you. Right. And you don't realize it, and you don't want that shit, bro. You don't want it.
Right. But what I'm saying is that's why I'm going to the point where it's like, don't do anything that you're gonna regret later. You understand what I'm saying? Because nothing.
My thing is,
you can regret, but the thing is, just like Trigger saying with the karma, man, you're not really born with free will. The illusion is that you got free will. Everything is already predetermined and written. So all the situations you're doing and getting yourself in It's already been predetermined. It's already been calculated out.
Which is why
But
you should never have regrets. You should never have regrets, and you should never judge people because
I
that's
see.
their
Now
journey.
I could agree. I could agree with that. But
That's basically
everybody
what
seems like
knowledge was just saying. Knowledge was just
right.
saying
But
the
yeah,
same thing, bro.
yeah, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, but everybody, it seems like most people do though, even though they shouldn't.
Most
that's
people do
because they
what?
don't know. Because people
Most
have.
people do what? Hold on. Most people do what though?
Have regrets.
Yeah, but you want to know why they have regrets? Because they're afraid of not being accepted by the society they live in. Reason why you regret doing something is because damn, I'm ashamed I have that mistake on my damn record. I'm ashamed that I'm ashamed
For
that I
sure.
wrecked my new BMW. I'm ashamed that I did that. So I regret pulling out the driveway today to go to work. Fuck that regret. It happened. Fuck it. You go through the shit. Yeah, it's a big ass fuck up, but
Right.
you gotta get through this shit, my nigga. Because you come out the other side stronger. But it's harder to see that concept when you going through it. When you're going through it first person, like while you going through the shit, it's harder to see it that way. So how I look at this shit, bro, is like you should never have regrets, bro, because when you understand that everything has a lesson involved in it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You got to look at it a total different way. Like it's a lot of shit that I've done in my motherfucking life that I probably say that I regret, but I don't really regret it because it taught me some shit. If you
Right.
understand what I mean, this shit taught me something. Like I've learned from certain situations, bro, that I probably never speak about, bro. Like nigga, and you can't get them life lessons from nowhere else. You can't get them.
Right. But do those things that you said you regret, do they define you?
Nothing you do defines you. You cannot be defined. How can can you define God? How can you if you can't define God, what makes you think you can be defined? You should not want to be defined. You should be undefinable. A motherfucker should not be able to define who you are. Period. Should no word be able to define you wholeheartedly because you are a complex being with free will. And yes, it is predestined. Now, what I say by free will is you have a choice. You can make left or right all day long, but your choice is already made, already predetermined. You just don't know it is.
Yeah, you just
You
don't know.
just don't know it is.
That's my whole point.
That's the whole kicker right there.
Right.
That's the whole
Mhm.
thing of karma, man. That's the whole thing of karma.
Nah, but karma, you are in control of your karmic energy.
You
That's
you
another
are
thing.
you are in
You
control
are
of
in
karmic
control.
energy,
And that's what I was
but
that's why I try to express to
but
people with dealing with bad
but
energy, bro.
everything that you doing has already been predetermined. The shit you doing is the shit you already was gonna do. Even if you thought about I'm not gonna do this or what if I do this, the shit you doing right now. If you're sitting in a chair, if you're going to the bathroom, goddamn say fuck it. I gotta go take a piss and I'm goddamn gonna come back and I'm goddamn gonna engage in this. You're gonna indulge in this shit. It's
I'm
all
not gonna say down to the socks you put on today was predetermined. I'm not gonna say that all
it
the
is. It
time.
is. It is. I
It
will say
may be you probably right. You probably more than likely you probably right because I just ain't thought about it deep enough to come to that realization yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you right, man. Because I mean, think when I come to think about it, shit.
it is, man, because me, like far as this year in experience in death with my first cousin that died in that car crash, right?
Mhm.
And when he died in that car crash, they got his girl out before they got him out, and he burned in them flames. Now, you don't think the realization of him probably knocking from unconscious to conscious the moments before the cops decided not to get him and before that car blew up, you don't think he experienced that moment or the moment they pulled his girl out and she experienced? Now, see when shit like she had fucking branches stuck in her stomach from the crash when they crashed into the tree and they pulled her out. So now, with that being said, you don't think she experienced some type of realization with the situation that was going on? Like damn, out of all the shit I could have got into today, this happened. So it was meant to happen. Now, see, a lot of people like to doubt that shit and say, "Oh, why you take my baby? My baby was gone too soon," or why I do this? You did that because you wanted to. Like, this, man, it's deep.
Yeah, man, but
Just like if you put on a blue
I
sock and a
still
red
believe
sock.
that there
It's
are
like if
variables, man. There are variables, though.
there's variables.
The reason why I believe there are variables.
I'm not doubting the variables. There's variables, but depending on all them variables and all them predicaments and all them situations and all them outcomes that could have happened, you chose to do that one. So, like you said, there was some white socks downstairs on the couch, but you chose to get up out your damn bed and put on that red sock and blue sock that was on the edge of the motherfucking bed. No, it wasn't by chance. It wasn't because you wasn't thinking about them goddamn white socks that was downstairs on the couch. It was because you goddamn said, damn, my feet was cold. Let me put on some goddamn socks and put on my goddamn slides. And you seen that red sock and that blue sock and you put that on. It was already predetermined for you to put that on. Just like when you get dressed and you put on an outfit, you're going to want to goddamn put on some goddamn shoes to match that shit.
Yeah, man. And you know what's magical about the whole experience is, yeah, you're right. Your walking path and all of that is predetermined, but
and you don't even know it. So you give an illusion of free will. You're feeling like you got the decision to make a choice and to have a distinction between people, and so you get to see different lights reflected to you, and you think that you really have a choice, but you really don't. But you don't know it. But we so far gone into this reality, so that's when you're stuck in blissful ignorance. When you're stuck in blissful ignorance, that means you just going along with it. You're loving every moment of it, and so you're not realizing the true factor of the nature of
knowledge. I guarantee you I can scare the shit out of everybody on this panel with some shit that I can help them realize about themselves.
I doubt it.
We all can, man.
No, I'm telling you real shit with real actual factual knowledge that only if you doubt it, then that's something that you gotta figure out on your own, bro. But I know one damn thing for sure, bro. I read about myself, dog, and the shit was 100,000% real, nigga. And I'm gonna tell you right now.
I can't
hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. I'm not talking about you reading mine and determining if it's real. I want you to read yours, and only you can decide if it's real or not. Now, if you decide to tell me outwardly that it's fake,
with me, brother. Bill,
that's on you, bro. Like, all I know is it's gonna hit home with you, and only you can determine if that shit is 100,000% real or not. Only way that I do this type of experiment with people, bro. Only way I do this is if you got your mind open. If you already predetermined that I can't motherfucking do what I'm set out to do, which is help you unlock your mind and realize.
I'm not going to agree with it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So I can't do that. I'm not going to try to do it. If you already thought about me not being able to do it, then I ain't even gonna fucking try it. But if you gonna give me a chance, my nigga, I will help you see what I saw.
I'm gonna mute my mic, man. Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
All right. So I want everybody to go to a certain website, man, on their phones, if they can still do it right now. I'm about to try and find the website if I can still find this motherfucker. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get this website up, man. And once I pull this up, I want everybody to put their information in the website when they pull it up. Put their. Now, do y'all know what time y'all was born?
Hold on, I know where you're going. So just stop there. Everybody, I know where he's going. So I want to tell you.
Where am I going?
Where are you going? Listen, I'm gonna say this. My sun is a Virgo. My moon is a Libra, which means when I'm comfortable around people, I like to express more of my Libra side than exposing more of my Virgo side and my nature of things. My
And why is
Mercury
that?
is a Virgo.
Okay.
My Venus is a Virgo. My Mars is a Virgo. I know where you're going, brother. My Jupiter is an Aries. My Saturn is a Sagittarius. My Uranus is a Sagittarius. My
All
Neptune
right.
is a Capricorn. My Pluto is a Scorpio. My Lilith is a Leo. My Ascension is an Aries. And then when we go from Ascension is an Aries, it goes back to my Dissension, which is a Libra.
You on your shit, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Come on
Look,
now. So don't
now
even.
look, did you read your interpretations on all of those aspects?
Yes, sir, brother.
Were they spot on? Yes or no?
Yes.
How in the fuck could that be possible if the world was not as we said it was?
Well,
Predetermined?
like they like to say, man, the ancestors use ancient technology, man, and that's just the form we use, man. Some people might not take
But
it for
what
that,
I'm
but
asking
I
you,
do.
bro, what I'm asking you is when you downloaded that piece of knowledge about our reality, what did that do to you, bro? When you realize that a fucking website or computer or whatever you figured that knowledge out on, when you figured out that shit knew about you, like down to the T, and all you did was type in your fucking time and date of birth and where you was born at, you have a different understanding of the world as soon as you realize that, bro. Because
Yes,
you realize that all factor in. So
yes.
a lot of people who know about natal charts, bro, they said they got a saying, bro. It's a slogan, and the slogan is you are what day you were born on.
Question:
That's right.
Did anyone ever check out the Asian astrology?
Yeah, Asian astrology is exact same.
Okay, now
It's just a different perspective.
In a sense,
before the European got their hand on the astrology, what were those things called? What were the signs called?
That
I'd
really,
like to know.
you're talking about like Capricorn and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want to know the original
names. I'm gonna tell you right now, the figures didn't change. The actual, like the goat, the water bearer, those didn't change. The names is what changed. So the name Capricorn, Capricorn changed. Like, all right, so back in the days, I don't know what the name was for Capricorn. It was probably something totally different, but I've never heard it before.
I think the Asian
that's something interesting to research. Actually, that's actually something very interesting to research.
I know with the Asian one, I was born year of the rooster, so I think that one was a little bit.
I was born year of the rabbit.
All right, and let me show you guys something here.
And your rabbit hit spot on with my sun and moon and Mercury and Venus. I mean, what we talking about?
It's all about how they perceive the same thing, man. So when the Western astrology came out, they had to relate to the animals around them. When the Eastern astrology came out, they had to relate to the animals around them. So they got the rooster, they got the chicken, they got the snake, whatever the hell they got. They got the dog, the year, all of these things. They use animals that's in their world, their culture. We use animals that's in our region of the world. We had goats, we had all of these things in our world, our area of the world,
and they were relative.
All right. So now I have one question real quickly, not to interrupt you guys. I have one quick question then, because there was years ago, maybe about around 2012 or something, I heard about there was a 13 month Ocu. It started with an O. I can't remember what it was. That so it was saying that basically everybody's zodiac or chart, I guess, wasn't right because there was a 13th one that they didn't have. And they knocked it down to 12.
Let me explain that real quick. Okay. I'll explain that real quick, how I interpret that. There's two ways I interpret that because I don't have the proof. I interpret that in two ways. The first way I interpret that is there is a possibility that, maybe something that is in the sky that wasn't there before. That's a possibility, and that wouldn't change. That wouldn't change the people who's already born here. Their horoscope. That wouldn't change their horoscope. That would change the kids that are born after that has arrived. That would change their horoscopes. That wouldn't change ours. We're already here. Our genetic makeup has already been made. We're already alive. We're already roaming the earth. We've already been created. So the creation process doesn't apply to us if there's anything added in the sky. So that little new zodiac sign wouldn't apply to me. I was born in 1990. That motherfucker wasn't in the sky when I was born, so that wouldn't apply to me. All right. So the second way I interpret that is total bullshit, and they're trying to basically uh 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 distract the younger generation from understanding their true natures directly by adding in some shit and saying that they're not this sign, they're this sign. So if you tell a motherfucker that's really a Taurus that they're a damn Gemini, or that or you tell a Gemini that they really a Cancer, their whole mind about the whole situation's fucked up now. They will never have the right information when they go look for their horoscope or their zodiac. It'll all be false. And what that would do is that would strengthen their doubts against horoscopes and zodiac, which will bring them further away from the truth, which is the fucking astrology in the first place. The truth is
Right.
above your head, bro. When you look up, you're really looking down. Did you know that?
Yep.
When you look up in the sky, you're really looking down. So like take that in for a minute. Like you're really looking down. Like you ever seen that movie what's that shit called? Fucking the damn Leonardo DiCaprio shit where the shit was moving around and all weird and shit. What that
Oh,
shit
like
called?
Inception?
Yeah,
Inception?
that movie. Yeah, yo, our world is that. Our world is similar to that. That whole situation, that whole weird situation there, man. That's the fuck our world's like. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro. And the only way we're gonna figure that out is if we are actually together on the situation as a whole, not just a fourth of us, not just a fucking half of us, nigga. All of us have to be in on the shit to understand the real truth, and that's why we ain't figured it out yet. Everybody's experience is valuable. They've been trying to get us to work together towards a common goal forever. That's been the whole mission in the day one. That's the one thing that we have not figured out how to do yet, which is work together. That's the hardest thing to do in any group of people. You try to get a group of people to work together towards something common, nigga. If you ain't offering them no money or nothing for them to benefit, they're not gonna fuck with you. They're not even gonna listen to nothing you got to say. Nothing. Period. So like you get them towards a common goal, it has to hit home with them. It has to affect them emotionally for them to even move their feet towards that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the hardest thing to do, bro. And I'm gonna pass the mic because I've been talking too
Right.
goddamn long.
Yeah. I just had one question. I'm gonna let everybody else talk. So when you said that when you're looking up, you're really looking down, what happens when you're looking down?
You looking up
Okay.
theoretically because you actually on the ceiling. You're not on the floor, bro. You're on the ceiling, man. Like when you really come here, bro, like it's totally upside down. It's totally upside down. So when you go into the spirit, when you go in spirit form, you actually go, your feet is going towards the sky. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
You understand what I'm
Yeah, I'm just
saying?
curious
So,
though. Yeah. Is
all
Quentin
right.
still there?
It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense because if you actually pictured it in your mind, it'll make you laugh. But dude, it's the truth. And the only way you would really realize that is if you actually deciphered all of this shit that these ancient motherfuckers been trying to tell us. We come from what the fuck we're inside of. And the only way we're gonna motherfucking leave and graduate is if we master why the fuck we're here in the first place. You chose to come to Earth. Everybody that's here, we chose to come to Earth in our spirit form. We chose to come here and experience this shit. We chose to go through this shit. All right. So we have to find out why we're here. We gotta find out why we're here. We gotta do what the fuck we here to do. All right. And we also got to make sure that we ain't coming the fuck back unless we want to come back. Some people were sent here. Some spirits were sent here, dog, and they forgot why they were sent here. That shit's real. Some people have fucking flashbacks of lifetimes that they don't even fucking remember having. And these people get weeded out by your Americanized government. And your government is hiding all of this shit from you. There are people out here that live among you that have fucking mental issues, supposedly, because they tell the goddamn or they tell the doctor, or having flashbacks about some shit I don't even remember. So you gonna label that motherfucker crazy and say this nigga done been tweaking or something. But this lady is totally sane, ain't had nothing go wrong with her. She ain't got no genetic history, none of this shit. But the old government want to pick that bitch up. They gonna be experimenting on her ass, nigga, and you would never hear about her ass ever again. And that shit happens in real life. So you tell me what the truth is. They gonna hide that shit with a goddamn with efficiency. They gonna make sure you ain't gonna find that shit. I'm gonna tell you where they hid it. They hid that shit in the book. We ain't because they never expected a black man to read. Because you know what? We ain't never had patience. Patience is something black people had to learn how to have, bro. Certain black people had patience. We like I feel like certain black people had patience. Like I automatically had patience by my nature, based off my nature, bro. Like I look, nigga, I typed in my whole astrology makeup, and that shit told me exactly who the fuck I was, bro. Down to what I like and dislike, down to what type of situations I'll be in. All of this shit, bro. And I know it's real because half of the shit they were talking about I already experienced. And then I asked myself, could this actually be applied to anybody though? Like, if I just put 10 people in the motherfucking room and just read this shit to them, could all of this shit apply to any one of them? The answer is gonna be a big ass hell no. So I asked myself, how in the fuck is this real, bro? Like, how would anybody know that I got these habits? How would anybody know that I have these tendencies if this shit ain't real, bro? You can type your information in on 3 different websites and your shit gonna still goddamn hit home, bro. And that's the problem, dog. Like, and people just discredit the shit because they're afraid of the realization that your whole personality and characteristics has already been in place since day one. It's hard for them to realize. The way you
Right.
were when you
Now let
were a
me
baby,
ask
bro.
you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I've talked to people sometime, and maybe some of the people in the panel might agree, like Christian people that would say what you are doing, and I believe that the zodiac. I believe it's accurate myself, to be honest with you. And I don't believe in anything, but I agree that it's accurate. They would say that it's witchcraft and that you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and I know why.
Yeah, see now you gonna
I
no, I wouldn't say it's witchcraft. I tell them that they're crazy.
this is
Yeah,
why this
but
is
if you talk to Christians, they'll probably tell you that though.
But
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you. Let
that's
me tell them
because
why. Now,
they've been programmed to think one way. And so when you
Right.
program them to think
true.
out of the normal, that means it's unnatural. Now, when it means it's unnatural, they think, oh man, you're casting spells on me. Oh, you're doing this. Oh, now you sound wicked. I never heard this before because it's not normal, it's not natural. You see what I'm saying? So
Let me
now
tell you
Right.
what.
But you know what? But you know
Look,
what's funny about that? I've seen a verse in the Bible that says that refers to the zodiac.
and I'm gonna tell you
So
what. I'm gonna tell
it's
you
even
something.
in the Bible, but a lot of Christians don't know that.
Yeah, man, I be talking a lot, bro, because I got a lot of shitload of knowledge, man. But like, what I was gonna say is the fucking astrology, the science of astrology and the zodiacs and all the study, the whole shit was fucking criminalized and demonized back in the day because
Mhm.
it's a double-edged sword. So people was using that knowledge for good and evil. And there was no way to police the code. Once you figure out the code, there's no way to stop the code. So once you have a whole civilization that is operating on the code of life itself, and they're using it for good or they're using it for bad, how you gonna stop the bad from happening? How? If they're utilizing their natural nature, their astrological makeup, just to do evil in the world, how are you gonna defeat them and stop it? The only way to stop them is to stop them from understanding their knowledge, their nature, which brings you back to the Bible where it tells you in the Garden of Eden when they eat the fruit, they realized they were
it
naked.
wasn't a fruit,
That's
man.
a metaphor.
It
That's a
was
metaphor,
yeah,
bro. It's a metaphor.
yeah, it
It's
wasn't a fruit.
understanding yourself, seeing yourself for what you really are, understanding yourself from within. That's the metaphor. So when God says those people who look at the stars don't trust them, they're saying that when you look at a person who's looking at the stars, they have the will to do evil or good. They have the ability, I mean, not will, the ability to do evil or good. So don't trust them wholeheartedly, is what they're saying, what he's trying to tell people in the Bible. Um, Now Christians they demonize it because of that situation in our past where it was so hard to keep people controlled or under control for that matter to what I'm saying, keep peace within the village because people were using astrology, bruh, to like rob people and do crazy shit. That's something we got to be prepared for. We talk about waking the fuck up. We talk about everybody wanting to be woke, but nigga, you ever thought about what the world would be like with everybody woke? Have you? I don't think motherfuckers have. Motherfuckers have really thought about it. Like, yeah, everybody wanted the motherfucking world to wake the fuck up and do all this shit, nigga. What the world gonna be like when everybody conscious? Everybody conscious. Everybody. Crazy motherfucking crazy dumbass people conscious. I'm talking about rapists, motherfucking murderers are conscious. Think about the world on a real conscious level, nigga. Do you think it's gonna be all peace and champagne and fucking popping champagne and Chris and nigga, no, it's gonna be some shit we're gonna have to deal with when people start getting conscious out here. Motherfuckers gonna start having powers and superpowers. We're gonna have to fucking have develop police teams and robots in place to deal with these motherfuckers. That's what's gonna happen. We gotta really goddamn get prepared. Like it sounds like some make believe motherfucking TV movie shit that I'm talking about, but nigga, that shit gonna happen in somebody's lifetime after I'm dead and gone. Nigga. I'm gonna tell you that now. Because everything in your imagination comes to play in real life. Everything,
Awesome.
whether or not it's in your lifetime or not. So you can think about a goddamn green motherfucking reindeer, and to the point where your ass dead and gone, still think about that green reindeer. And when you die, a motherfucking green reindeer gonna exist some damn where in this motherfucking world. It may not be in your lifetime, but it's gonna be in somebody's lifetime. Shit, I'll tell you that now, bro. The world is a lot fucking different than we believe it to be. And the only reason why we give the people credit for, outsmarting us, like I said before, only reason why we give them people credit.
I don't give them shit.
Only people why we give them people credit, bro, is because we believe that it's really them controlling shit when really they just the ones who figured out, you know what I'm saying, the shit that they robbed us of. They figured it out and they stuck with it. So the same knowledge that they withholding from us, bro, is the knowledge that they using against us. Brings me
And
back to
same
astrology.
knowledge that destroying them.
Astrology. They are using astrology against you, which is why Christians, the number one religion in America, tells you astrology is devil worship. They're using astrology against you. They don't want you to be knowledgeable about your nature, nigga. Because once you're knowledgeable about your nature, you start eating foods that's feeding your soul. You start motherfucking nourishing your real soul and spirit that you was designed to have as a fucking human being. You start thinking different. You start activating your human powers and shit, nigga. Like a lot of shit happens, bro, when you start really tapping into yourself and your real potential out here. A lot of different shit happen. Like in the world, in the real fucking weirdos that we call pen pushers and keyboard typers, them motherfuckers back in the days who was studying psychology, them motherfuckers know. They know the truth. And they told your government the truth, and your government took all of their work and waited for their ass to die. And the people that did all that work in them science labs, they dead and gone, and they files is still in your government lab, and they got scientists working they goddamn work to this day on new people and new humans, and once they dead and gone, another motherfucker come in and they are scientists working that motherfucker's work, and they just keep the work and study going, bro. That's how it works. That's how it works. Once you become a government scientist, bro, you end up continuing another motherfucker's work that the government wants you to start working on and shit. Why you think the CDC got so many different goddamn doctors working at the same goddamn time on the same shit? All these damn doctors working on a fucking flu vaccine. All y'all motherfuckers for one damn flu vaccine? Really? Really think about that shit, man. These motherfuckers create these goddamn diseases that they want to so-called protect you from. They create them motherfuckers, bro. And the only way they really creating them is because they understand a piece of knowledge about your world that you don't understand. You ever
Trigger.
thought about this? Yo,
Hey, Trigger. Have you seen Henrietta Lacks chart?
Henrietta Lacks chart. Is that a
Yeah.
no? I haven't heard of it.
If you type in Google and type in Henrietta Lacks chart and go to the image and look at the black and white chart with the colored lines, you'll see where the vaccination comes from. And cloning and all the diseases that you hear on the news and shit like that.
Henrietta Lacks, it was an African American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the Heller cell line. The first immortalized cell line, one of the most important cell lines in medical research. Oh, I've
Because
heard of this lady.
yeah,
Yeah, I have heard of this lady.
so the thing is that these people from the other side of the pond basically came over here and figured out that we are, or we have the potential to be, or we are going to be immortals. Because her cells are immortal. They put it in vacuum and it still reproduces. They put it out in the sun and it dries up and it still reproduces. You should hear about all the stuff that they've done to this woman's cells and it's still reproducing. Her cell has basically spanned the world at least 3-4 times. Okay, so check out the chart and you'll see what's going on.
You know what I really want to see is her birth chart. Because I'm going to tell you right now, nothing in DNA was designed by nothing other than the stars. Nothing in your DNA was put here other than put here by the stars, bro. Like when you read your birth chart and it tells you shit like you will have this potential to do these things, or if your fucking Mercury is in this area, this degree here, then you'll have these habits, and your blood your blood will be this type, and all this crazy shit. Your blood type, bro, it's crazy shit with this astrology shit, bro. It's deeper than just your characteristics, bro. It's all the way down to your facial features, bro. Your goddamn facial features, your goddamn body makeup, your body style, your bones, how your bones are structured, your start, bro. This shit is weird as hell, nigga. Like when you get a girl pregnant, the reason why your girl's stomach be hurting, bro, is because the stars is motherfucking molding the goddamn child in your girl, bro. Like when you really think about that shit, bro, that shit is crazy as hell, nigga. Like, and we look up at the stars every night, bro, and we don't think nothing of it. We just see bright lights. We don't think of shit. We don't think of it actually affecting us because we don't
Well,
fucking.
When I turned 28, I did some kind of what do you call it? Like intense meditation. Went for walks in the snow barefoot. Like totally went deep inside myself, right? And I came up with one thing. Basically, each single person has the potential, but the saying that I always like to use is, "I am the incarnation of the living multiverse." See, and every single person, whether they like it or not, is a part of the multiverse.
Yep.
We're all a part of each other. We're all connected to each other. We're all freaking like has the potential to be great, to be amazing. But the thing is that we're so distracted
Away
right,
from ourselves. Yep.
that we don't actually look inside and ask ourselves the questions. Because once you start asking yourself the question, the universe has a potential to show you the answers if you are aware.
And you want to know the scariest part about our society is you realize the communication barriers that we have. You ever walk through public areas, you see people that only talk to people that they walked in with. They don't like, and what I mean by that is that's weird to me because I can think of the world where if you was in a village, you communicated with everybody. Everybody communicated with everybody. Like it wasn't no, oh, I can't talk to this person or this person. It just seems rude if they just talk to me like out of the blue. Like motherfuckers are so on edge nowadays. You can't even just ask a motherfucker where the gas station at nowadays. It's weird out here, bruh. And that problem there we have is the main reason why we stagnant, bruh. Because do you know how fast we'll fucking be able to change some shit if everybody was able to communicate with everybody and everybody understood everybody and everybody motherfucking just, you know what I'm saying, did what the fuck we all needed to do? Have you thought about that, bro? Like communication is key, man.
Oh yeah,
We don't know how to
look at it now.
communicate, bro.
Look at it now. It's like totally amazing. I could call China, I could call India, I could call Jamaica, I could call Europe, I could call Africa. In like a second.
And how many African friends you got so far that's in Africa right now?
About 3.
See, I don't have none, and that's sad because if you think about it,
I go looking for them, man. I go looking for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, you would just think because when I was growing up, if I thought I ever have access to actually call somebody in China or Africa, I would jump and say, yeah, let me do it. But now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? Like, what's the point? But I just don't have that life to have them type of connections yet. I'm not gonna say I won't, but I just don't have them yet, man. Like
the only reason why I did that is because I stopped believing the shit that they was on the TV. If something's going on over there in Ghana, I'm gonna freaking go look on Instagram or Facebook and be like, "Yo, let me make a friend." And start asking them some questions.
Yeah, that's smart. I never thought about doing that. That's fucking intelligent, bro. That's something to think about.
You know, I was talking. I when we started going over there to Afghanistan, I made a friend in Afghanistan, started asking them some questions, and then they were telling me that basically all these guys are coming over here, burning they're walking, say you're walking down the road and on the right there's an opium field, on the left there's an opium field. They'll burn the opium field on the right and then leave the one on the left. Reason being is the one on the left is a politician and the one on the right is owned by some Taliban. You know what I mean? So they're just there to protect the heroin. You see what I mean? And I was like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, you know, ever since he's like, they're just dropping bombs in the desert and all this kind of stuff. But, you know, it's like we got McDonald's now. Like, okay. He's like, if these people actually really wanted to water with us, they would die. I was like, okay.
Man. Our people are fucking, look, man, I don't really like talking negative about nothing, man, but I'm just disappointed with a lot of shit in our world, because when you really realize the real existence of us as humans and what the fuck we really are capable of doing once we actually work together, and you realize the dumb shit that we put in the way of us working together, it's fucking annoying, bruh. It's really fucking annoying. Knowing that you can live in a world full of all kind of motherfucking beautiful ass shit, peaceful motherfucking living, nice ass goddamn times, of all you motherfuckers got to do is work together, but we just can't do it. That's just so annoying to me, bro. Like, when the fuck are we gonna learn, bro? When are we gonna learn the secret?
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
Now, the whole time you were talking about the stars and how the natal chart and how things are like predestined.
Yep.
Now, I want to give you a suggestion. Take can't out of your vocabulary. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you're not understanding is speaking to what you see manifest in your life. You can't. You have to stop saying you can't do this and you can't.
Man.
And we can't do this. You know, you have to visualize us communicating. Look, I'm in Canada. You're in the States. I don't think I think every single person on this panel is not in the same place, but we're all communicating, right?
Damn right.
We're all building, right?
Real shit.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that we have to stop saying we can't do this and we can't do it. We're the people who can move mountains, man. In America, there is pyramids bigger than pyramids around the world. We built that.
All right. All right. You know what? I got a lot of faith in what you're saying, man. And that just brought birth to something out to mind. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, let's start a fucking movement, man. All us on the panel right now. This is day one, dog. Let's
What's
start a
up,
fucking
brother?
movement.
What's up, bro?
Let's start the let's start the I can't movement. We need to stop that shit. So just like
Okay.
we need to
Okay.
make some shirts. Look, man, I need somebody to make some shirts who got t-shirt connections, bro. Like it just need to say on the front of it. It needs to say I can't, but it need to have a big ass red motherfucking circle with the line through it
With the
on the
line,
front.
yeah.
I need that. I need that biggest day on the front of that, bro.
I like
And that's
that.
all I need. That's all I need, bro. That's basic as fuck. Just that, and we can
Yo,
just sell them motherfuckers. We can flood the fucking the country with them motherfuckers, bro.
right
That's
now,
real,
guess what? Right now, I'm working. Right now.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like we need that energy in the world, bro. For real, man. Because a lot of people, our young generation, need to see shit like that. Our young generation need to see shit like confidence, integrity. Our young generation need to know these values and principles, bro. They was there for a reason. We need to understand why they was there. They there because if we instill in our youth confidence and integrity, they gonna do what the fuck they feel is right. That's why feelings are important. Your intuition, your feelings will save your life in a jungle when you can't sense that panther creeping up against you, but you can feel his motherfucking feet steps, and you can motherfucking turn your ass around in time to goddamn save your life because he trying to creep up on your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain situations call for them feelings that we ignore in America.
Damn right, damn right.
Because I'm telling you right now, bro, if you took Tarzan out the jungle and you try to put some motherfucking earbuds in his goddamn ear, he gonna probably punch your ass because he don't want that shit in his ear because he can't hear the shit that's going on around him. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious, bro. Tarzan ain't gonna have that shit, bro. He gonna want to hear what the fuck is going on around him at all times. Like you try to take a nigga out of jail, bro. Take a nigga that just got out of jail for 10 years, bro, and put some ear. Well, he probably take the earbuds, you know what I'm saying? But he want to be aware of his surroundings. So you try to put him in a boxed in or enclosed situation, he gonna lash out at your ass. He gonna be like, man, look, space me out a little bit, put me in a bigger area, nigga. I need to see some shit around me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain situations, bro. You'll be in and you just react different. You know what I'm saying? So the way I look at it is the distractions, man. They are everywhere, every fucking where, bro.
Yeah.
Do you realize how many new commercials come out every year?
That ain't nothing but programming, man.
That shit is crazy, bro. All the money they put into all them different motherfuckers.
Of course, they want to put new thoughts in your head.
That shit crazy as fuck.
They want to give you new suggestions about things to purchase.
Why motherfuckers can't just have a basic ass commercial? Let me know what y'all sell and keep it moving. Like, look, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these different motherfucking. Why they don't have commercials about education though, man? Why they not
That's not their aim.
Why ain't no educational commercials out there that's full of values? Like, hey, word of the fucking day. Here's the word of the day right here. This is a commercial. Put vocabulary words in the fucking commercials. Stop putting motherfucking dumbass commercials out there and put motherfucking vocabulary words out there. These motherfuckers need to learn how to goddamn communicate as it is. The goddamn vocabulary ain't broad enough, and it ain't their fault. It ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way the system is designed. It's just fucked up. It don't cater to individualism. It cater to group. It cater to the group and shit. And that shit is fucking biased, dog. You can't teach it. I got a lot of disagreements with the classroom setting in the education system anyway, man. But y'all probably don't even want to get into that with me, bro. Cause I get annoying about that shit, bro.
Well, I got to get up in a couple hours. I wanted to do this panel and build with you brothers, man. This has been a good ass panel, and I want us to catch up tomorrow night if we can, or tomorrow afternoon sometime, because I'm more than happy for you brothers to join on if you guys would like. But this has been an amazing panel tonight.
Man, what you building on tomorrow, man?
We'll figure out that subject matter when it get there.
I put in the back chat, what do you call it? Uh, the link to Tribe Up, and basically it's a social media site just like Facebook that was
Yeah.
created by brothers and sisters that basically we need to have our own, straight up. And this is like a first step. We need to have our own stuff. You know what I mean? And this is like the first step. You know what I mean? This is you put whatever you want on there, and you're not gonna be told, oh, you can do this and you can't do that. You know, oh, we're trying to protect the community. No, man, like be yourself.
Right.
That's the most important thing in life, to be yourself. Reason being is that, guess what? Out of 7 billion people in this whole entire world, there's only one of you that looks like you, acts like you, and thinks the way you do. So guess what? That's pretty rare. And the odds of 1 out of 7 billion. Think about that. When you look in the mirror, right? You've only seen a reflection of your face. You've never seen your face. You've never seen your ears, your eyes. You've never seen your forehead. You've never seen your chin. You never seen your face, man. But you're always looking for yourself. You're right under your nose.
Real shit.
Start asking yourself the questions. Realize that you're really intelligent, and your brain is to be used, and it's not just for a hat. It's not for a cool hairdo.
Damn, that's deep.
Hell yeah. Goddamn good way to
bro.
end the fucking panel, right?
Yeah, man.
Yo,
Be
man.
yourself.
For real. Steven, you got anything you want to say before we end the panel, brother?
You know what? This was a great panel. I appreciate you having me on. And I
Steven,
appreciate talking
always.
to all you guys.
Hey, man, everybody on the panel, man, check out your birth charts, man, if you ain't did it yet. I wish
Got to.
everything. I wish nothing but peace and love for all y'all, man. And everlasting knowledge, man.
If you can you put in like the back chat? Then I want to see like what's a good one. What's a good one you use?
Good source.
I can send you a site. I'm gonna send you a site in the back chat too, brother. Hey, Quentin, anything you want to say, brother, before we end the broadcast? It was good having you here.
Who that?
Quentin. Is he still there?
Man, oh yeah, it's 2:00, man. Niggas probably sleep, man.
All right. This is Knowledge Uprising. Peace. Until next time.
Peace, my brother.